long have you been coaching?
This will be my 32nd year, all in one place.
Have you coached anything else other than track?
Yes, I've coached basketball and cross country.
What is your favorite aspect about the sport of track?
I like to watch people start at a point, especially when they're freshmen, and develop and get better. And if they stick with it, they set goals and they attain those goals and eventually get to state and get on the podium.
Is that a common thing you see in a lot of athletes that you coach?
Yes, most people that go out for track, they want to be out for track, but it also makes you a better athlete all the way around.
If one of your athletes were asked, what is Coach Finney's favorite thing to say, what would their answer be?
Now that kind of changes and depends year to year. I kind of come up with my own personal sayings, but I guess one that's stuck with a lot of my athletes is it doesn't matter where you start, it matters where you finish.
Why is this important to you and your athletes?
Because I think they have to understand that all these things work together. You know, any sport is a process. Track's a pretty technical sport. It doesn't matter what event you're doing, and you just have to keep trusting the process.
In your opinion, who has the nicest track in the MCL?
I'd say that's a toss-up between Hill City and Phillipsburg. They both have really nice facilities.
What do you like about these facilities compared to others?
Their tracks are both top of the line, and you know, we're kind of working toward that here. I think we're going to resurface our track, and we visited about that, and hopefully, you know, we'll be in the top 3.
Outside of track, what do you like to do in your free time?
I like to read. I like to spend time outdoors. I like to work out.
What is like your favorite author to read?
Oh boy, my favorite author? Probably one of the best books I ever read was a book called Unbroken about an Olympic runner named Louis Zamprini, and that book's really made me think about a lot of things.
Awesome. The devastating cancel of our track season last year led to many upset coaches and athletes. How did you cope with the cancellation of the season?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, it was difficult. It was difficult for me to see my athletes struggle mentally, you know, especially the seniors, because there were so many talented kids in that group that didn't get to achieve the goals that they had set. And I just think it was a tough time for everyone, and it still is for some people.
What is the most insane weather you have ever experienced while at a track meet?
Several years ago, we were at Trigo at a meet, and a thunderstorm came in, and the farthest that the team could get was under the bleachers, and by the time the thunderstorm went through, there was about 3 inches of hail on the track, so they had to call the track meet off. And the other time was being at Hill City, and we had a tornado come through there, and we were all in Hill City's high school surrounded by glass.
Oh, wow. How do you feel about the competition in the MCL?
I think it's probably some of the best around. You know, track and field, definitely. When you go to state, most of the kids on the podium, at some point, they're 1 through 8. They're going to be from our league.
What are your feelings towards the upcoming season?
Really excited, so happy that we get to have the opportunity to compete. You know, I think the numbers with COVID are going down. I think we should be perfectly fine, and you know, I hope missing a year will make everyone a little bit hungrier.
Coach, we will end it off with one random question. If you had the chance to be anyone else, who would you be and why?
You know, I thought about that when I looked at your questions, Chayse, and I don't think I would be anybody else, you know. There's only one of me. Take me or leave me.
We love you, Norma. I am here with one of my fellow teammates. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Anders Dewey. I'm pictured here.
What events do you do, Anders?
I run the 300-meter hurdles. I also run the 110 hurdles. In the past, I have run the 4x8 and the 4x4, but this year I haven't yet decided exactly what I would like to do.
Do you have any events you're really looking forward to this year? I know you said you haven't decided yet, but is there just one that you're urging to get your time down or anything?
I am really looking forward to the 300-meter hurdles because my freshman year, for starting out, my coaches told me that I was pretty good, and so I set a big goal that I would like to achieve this year. So I'm really excited to try and get to that goal.
Anders, speaking of your coaches, how do you feel about the Plainville High School track coaching staff?
I feel like all of our coaches know exactly what they need to know for their job, which is just helps our athletes out so much. Norma, she's been here for a while. She knows everything you need to know about track. She's great. She's funny. She's fun to be around. Mr. B, he's helped me tremendously in hurdles. I love having him as a coach. And then I don't have TJ as a coach personally, but all the throwers only say good things.
All right, our final question. What is the craziest thing you've experienced while at a track meet?
Well, it wasn't my track meet, but at the state track meet, my older brother's senior year, they were running the 4x4, and they had a chance to win it. And one of the other teams fell over and got in our lane, messed up our time, and slowed us down. We ended up losing, but that team never got disqualified, and they ended up winning. That would probably be the craziest thing.
Well, thank you so much, Anders, and good luck this year.
Thank you.
As most of you know, track last year got canceled, and we had a bunch of upset athletes. But this year, we are going in with a very positive attitude and hoping that we will make it through the season and get to go to Cessna this May.